Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Light. When you think about relationships, where do you usually put yourself in that position? Do you usually see yourself surrounded by other people? Or do you see yourself surrounded with you? Because relationships don't always have to be with outside energies. You can definitely have a relationship with yourself on a very high level and get a lot of benefit from it, because then that means that you're diving down deep into the different cores of you, and that you're peeling back your layers, and that you're identifying all the pieces within you that maybe you see yourself surrounded with other energy that may flow in that same direction. Or maybe you may find yourself surrounded by other people, right? Or other energy that is totally opposite of you. And you didn't realize that because you hadn't dug down into cultivating a very loving, warm relationship with self. I don't know many people that say, I have a relationship with myself. I've come across a lot of people that say, I'm in a relationship with my significant other, with, this or that, whether it be family or friends or school or work. Hardly do I hear that people have a very good relationship with self. And that's a little bit distracting to me, because how can you have a good relationship with outside energy if you haven't cultivated your relationship within your own energy? So when you find yourself in a position where conflict may occur, or you don't like what you feel or what you sense or what you see coming from outside energy, then that's a great place, a great space for you to look deep down into yourself and to figure out what it is that either attracted you to that energy or what makes you want to repel that energy. Because magnet has two ways. It either pushes it back or it pulls it together. So where do you find yourself within your own magnetic energy? Do you find yourself repelling or attracting? Do you find yourself picking and choosing? Do you find yourself in conflict? Or do you find yourself in complete balance and harmony? And those are questions that people tend not to really dwell on, because they don't really think, unless you do, and I would love to hear, but that the best relationships that anyone can have always start with the inner relationship that they carry within themselves. And when I picked up the phone to make this video, my whole confirmation, well, the message I received from my spirit team was given a complete confirmation by the time that I turned on the phone. Because I don't know about you, but my phone is black screened until I turn it on, and the first thing that I see across the body of the phone is the time, and it was 12:22. And when I looked up that number, the spiritual significance of the number 1222, it's all about intuition, relationships, balance, harmony, cultivating, understanding. And the biggest relationship that the numbers 1222 show me is self-relationship. Because when you look at those numbers, right? So if you break it down into each number, so one is taking leadership, one is taking ownership, and 2 is all about partnership, balance, harmony, the middle ground. And the repeating 2s, right? They build on that energy of balance and harmony and discernment by providing you a stable ground to cultivate a decision, a thought pattern, a forward motion, a direction. So if you're taking leadership of your balance and your harmony within your partnerships, and you're putting it in stone by giving it a solid foundation, so to speak, then you're giving yourself the ability to see clearly the relationships that are around you, and most definitely the relationship that you have with yourself, and how much of your inner truth do you honor and believe and cultivate within the relationships that you have, whether it be with other energy or with your energy. And when you're able to stand in complete balance with the direction that you're bringing, you're leading yourself through your divine guidance, your intuition, your inner knowing, your grounded abilities to be able to use your discernment and see clearly from a higher position, that you have all the power and all the tools within you to cultivate your inner relationship with self, to enhance and provide true growth and evolution, right? To the energies that you have outside of you, to be a teacher, to be a leader, to show through your example that when you gather your inner strength through cultivating your self relationship, right, with your higher team, your higher consciousness, with your intuition, with your expanding inner knowing, with your balanced discernment, that puts you in a perfect position to be able to take all the lessons that came your way and create the best version of you, and create the best version of every other relationship outside of you. And sometimes we have to let go of relationships. And that includes letting go of pieces of us that we held on to for whatever the reason, for however the length of time, because now we see on a higher balanced perception that we don't have to hold on to any burdens. We don't need to weigh ourselves down with the complications of things that, didn't work out, right? Or weren't meant for us to hold on to just to gain the value from, just to understand the relationship in the lesson, right? And that's okay, because whether we're letting go pieces of us or we're letting go of energies outside of us that no longer serve us, that's still growth and evolution. And that's still spiritual, development. And it's where we're meant to be. So don't discard any relationship and say that it has no value. Every relationship has value, whether it comes from within or without. You just have to be able to find what that value is and then be able to use that tool to take that forward, so that when you use the balanced numbers, the energy of 1222, you use it from a position of stability and, of course, courageousness and boldness, but stability, because you would have understood what is your middle ground, where your balance and your harmony lies, and what you didn't need to hold on to anymore, regardless of the form. My lovely collective, I can't wait to hear your journeys and where you find yourself in your relationships. And if you consider yourself as a relationship partner, have you dug down into the depths of you? Have you figured out what makes you excited and forward moving and will bring you to your highest potential? And have you decided with the energies of 1222 what outside influences affect you in a positive forward manner, and what energies were meant to propel you or act as a catalyst, if you will, in order to put you on another timeline? I can't wait to hear your adventures, good, bad, or indifferent. And if you need me, I'm always here. Reach out. It's my benefit to add a tender touch, a, compassionate helping hand, to give to you what I never really received, but looked for everywhere. And then I found it. It was inside of me the whole time. Just like I'm sure that I can help illuminate who you are deep down inside and how you could benefit from your stable ground, from your balance, your harmony, from your inner relationship with self. My lovely collective, I am sending you waves of clarity, wisdom, and light so that you may fly to your highest height. Love and light.